Hey guys, it's Corey again. So today we're going to continue on with Eric Vaughan's presentation from Imagine AI 2024. And we are walking through his AI transformation of his businesses probably. He talks about one business, but I think he did this in more than one aspect of it. The kind of the upshot here is we just went through the part where people were rated on their participation. They were given an opportunity to participate in AI activity and utilize that in their business so that they were actually transforming the business into an AI-first enterprise. So they said, okay, the top 5 are going to get $2,500. The middle is the green zone. That's all happy. And then they had a floor. And any activity that was below the floor, those people got managed out. Anyhow, now they've just got this upper triangle here, and these are all people that are working on and utilizing AI in their day-to-day business. So this is the next step in his process. So let's take a listen and see what he has to say.
Taking it to another level. It's not just us doing work and sponsoring projects. We're going to bring in some experts. This gentleman's name, Ethan Malik. If any of you are not following him, you should. He's a Wharton MBA professor at University of Penn. He is a very outspoken advocate for AI, but he also questions a lot of things. And he uses his classrooms as petri dishes to do experiments and publish those results. Fascinating stuff. So we hired him to come into our companies and sponsor a workshop and spend time with us. First of all, this was his presentation, what he called AI and everything. And then he came back for a workshop where he actually looked at people's prompts, looked at people's GPTs, answered some of their questions about different tools and the like, because we wanted our team to see we were so serious about it that we were spending serious money to bring outside experts in to energize this. And I think that's super important. One of the things that Ethan talked about that I hope everybody remembers from my talk today is AI should be the great leveler. So this was a study that Ethan and the Boston Consulting Group did together where it showed that lower skilled workers and higher skilled workers using AI, the lower skilled workers leveled up much more. They benefited from improvement much more than.
So I was looking at this and I'm trying to figure out exactly how this is laid out. We've got a baseline task here, and I don't even know what the number 4.05 must be the rating on that, the score on the task. So then looking at this, we've got a baseline task, we have an experimental task. So I guess it's using AI here and not using AI there. Not entirely sure how to read this. So no, these are the tasks. So that would be, yeah, I'm not entirely sure. But the upshot is bottom half skills, top half skills inside the frontier. Interesting slide, hard to read, very, very hard to read. Maybe I don't understand this. Typically these are bands that we put on numbers. So yeah, maybe this was a task without AI, and that was one with in the experimental piece, and then the distance between. Oh, when I first saw this, I thought maybe you'd read it from like this is where they generally performed, and then this was the leveled up. That's general and leveled up, but I'm not sure. The bottom line is that their people using AI had, in this case, it appears a 43% increase and a 17% increase on. Oh, I see. Okay. So the way to read this thing is the bottom half skilled and the top half skilled participants, the people, the bottom half leveled up here 43% from where they were on their baseline task to their experimental task versus the top half skilled. They were already up here at 5.2 versus 4.05, and they leveled up to 6.06 and 5.79. So that did increase both of them. So overall, they went from let's call it an average of whatever that would be, about 4.5 or so, to an average of about 5.8. So that's a very big increase in that. So, I mean, once again, you can see that an organization that is utilizing AI is going to bring all of their staff. They're going to have a tighter distribution around their people, and they are going to both cases perform better. This one here is performing better than these top half skilled participants without AI. So you just, I cannot stress the urgency of this. Anyhow, we'll continue on.
Higher skilled people. Now, the higher skilled also benefited, as you can see from the percentages, but we're able to bring people up, right? Isn't that the rising tides lift all boats message? I think it is. So that's Q4. We got to the end of Q4. I said, okay, folks, we're now going to do a self-assessment. We're going to send you a self-assessment. You need to rate yourself on your prompt skill level. You need to share some of your prompts as proof to back it up. What GPTs have you written? What projects are you on? What successes can you claim? We wrote, of course, a GPT-based grader bot to do that. We called it Grader Bot. He was very friendly. We had too many of these to grade by hand, of course. And so that helped. We got information about everything that had happened in the organization, in each individual level. What did they do? It even wrote a holistic analysis of how that person had done in their AI journey of trying to transform and become.
Let's take a look here.
Everything that had happened in the organization, in each individual level. What did they do? It even wrote a holistic analysis of how that person had done in their AI journey of trying to transform and become AI first. And we told everybody in the all hands, it's your submission, followed by the GraderBot GPT, followed by a manager review, because we didn't trust personnel decisions just to GPT. Centaur was up here 2 presentations ago. It's a great image, right? The mythical creature of part horse, part person. It's true. That's what we need to do. We need to see humans harnessing the power of AI, and that's what we did here. And we had this. This is exactly the way we stack ranked everybody. And just pay attention to that red line that points to 90%, because that was the bar that we expected everybody to be. And we came back at the start of Q1, which is finishing this week. And we said, great. If you were below the 90% line, this meant that you are now in a program that we're referring to as top grading. That means you were below the bar. We're going to spend a quarter doing everything we can to get you to the bar. If you can't get to the bar, your role is still needed. We'll be hiring somebody that is AI enabled to drive this. That was very clear, and so we doubled down and invested more. This was my post from just at the start of the year.
Okay, well, I think that kind of covers it. You know, it's really he's doing everything that he can, and we'll go into a little bit more that they did to move forward after that rating. But he is really prioritizing this, and he's doing it from the top down, which is good, and allowing bottom up participation. So it's a very important process, and it's a very important thing that they're pursuing. So I think, taking a look back here, this top grading, while it's a little bit harsh, you really are changing your direction. So you need the people to change with it. And if they won't, if they can't, then you're going to have to do something to help them as much as you can. So anyway, we're continuing on through this AI transformation.